So my name is Lee Burry, and I'm a past national president with Kin Canada, member of the Kinsmen Club of Fredericton. So during Portraits of Honor, I was the national president of Kin Canada and had a lot of opportunity working alongside, I guess, Dave and a large crew as we traveled across the country. So I remember at National Convention, the concept being launched to Kin Canada, and it resonated almost immediately. Kin Canada has a long history with the military, certainly with supporting and serving Canadians. So it seemed like the perfect fit. And when it was launched, I remember you could just feel the energy in the room. It was definitely something that resonated with our membership and we thought would resonate very well with Canadians. Fredericton was on the list of Portraits of Honor coming through Canada and had the opportunity to participate while it was here. I think wherever Portraits of Honor went throughout Canada, it was a way to bring the community together, certainly for individuals that have had a connection with the military in the past, but also to those individuals that were directly impacted. It was another way to connect, share a little bit of their story and kind of see how that fit within the greater narrative of what we do as Canadians and certainly when it comes to supporting peacekeeping efforts and helping to protect others all around the world. I think anytime I had an opportunity to be with Dave, whether it was here in Fredericton or at a variety of locations across the country, talk earlier about, the amount of time that Dave would spend making sure that every single detail in those portraits was perfect and met his needs because he wanted to make sure that when he was connecting with people in the communities, particularly with family members, that he did it justice. And he spent just as much time talking with people. I remember on a couple of occasions, getting ready to kind of pack things up and set our sights on the next location. And Dave was often the last person that we'd be able to get away from the setup just because he wanted to be able to talk to everyone and he wanted to listen and understand and share in some of those stories. It's a great opportunity, I think, certainly to showcase all the effort that Dave put in and more so to showcase the effort again from those Canadians that we set out to honor. It definitely put Kin Canada in the spotlight across the country, and we're very grateful for Dave's desire as a longstanding member of Kin Canada to share that gift with us. Because it truly was a gift. It was an opportunity to shine the light on some of the many sacrifices that Canadians have made. And whether it was at our launch events, I remember another event specifically where we had the opportunity to connect with the Chief of Defence Staff in Ontario and had brought a number of others along with him in that regard. And it was just that genuine connection. It didn't matter if you were the Chief of Defence, if you were the Minister of National Defence, the Prime Minister of Canada. It didn't matter if you were a citizen in a community that had the opportunity to connect and see this for the first time. Dave would always take his time and make sure that every conversation got the attention it needed. We would also certainly make sure as we went from one community to the next to make sure that everyone had a chance to kind of connect with it. It was truly remarkable. I think with Kin Canada, what we try to do is represent our communities to the best of our ability and be there for our communities too. And out of all of the events that I've had an opportunity to be involved with over my last, I guess, couple of decades with Kin Canada, this event seems to stand out because it brought communities together in a way that I hadn't seen before. And it continued to build momentum no matter where it was across this great country. It was a common purpose. It allowed people to connect maybe on a level that, on a day like today, on Remembrance Day, you might think of on the inside, but you may not vocalize. And so it created that space for communities to come together and talk about something that might otherwise have been a simple conversation you may have with close family and friends at the kitchen table. So to be able to create that opportunity and bring it across the country and know that Kin Canada was able to be there with Dave and to make that happen for Canadians was a great opportunity for sure. Portraits of Honor, I think, is one of those items that when it comes to Kin Canada, I think will really stand the test of time regarding some of those key projects that we've had an opportunity to be involved with in the past. At one point many years ago, it would have been our Milk for Britain initiative. even in the 1990s, demonstrating our pride that we are Canadian and bringing that across the country. Portraits of Honor really fits in there as well, I think, is one of those legacy initiatives. And I think alongside some of those great pieces that we've talked about in the past, there's an opportunity to continue to reflect on some of these monumental pieces that Kin Canada's worked on. One of the biggest benefits when it comes to Portraits of Honor, I think personally, is that it's not only something that we did 10 years ago and we kind of moved it from community to community to community. At the true heart of what Dave did and how communities responded to that, there's still that lesson and that opportunity to reflect. So if we can take that and continue to, moving forward, reflect on the role that our military has, not only within our communities, but on behalf of a country like Canada, then I think that's a story we can keep telling for many, many years, having Portraits of Honor continuing to be at the cornerstone of that. Yeah, so if you want to get involved with Kin Canada, there's a number of ways. We have clubs right across this great country, and new ones popping up every single year. Kin Canada is an organization that no matter who you are, what you do within your community, it's a great way to kind of connect with your neighbors and really give back. It's been very fulfilling and rewarding for me over the last few decades, and would encourage anyone to get involved. kincanada.ca, certainly on social media as well. But I always say the best way, if you want to check it out, is to chat with someone in your community. We can certainly be there to share some of those great stories and successes, and always looking for an extra member of our community to kind of jump on board and lend a hand.